Like, I don't like having biryani with raita because I consider it adulteration.
Thank you.
Because of flavor in the rice.
This word all my life.
I consider adrak as adulteration in chai. I discovered my love for Bangla cuisine, which started from rolls.
The first roll that you liked.
Yeah, so double mutton egg roll.
It was a double roll, like what you had.
You're very smart, really. I like it. This is going really well. The sense of humor is matching.
Oh my God!
Really
I am
matching.
arrived in life.
Really. I am a double roll expert.
You were born ready to do double rolls.
Yeah, and also simulated sex. I really figured it out. I'm a champion of dry humping. I've met many of Kalki's boyfriends and I'm mostly disapproving of most of them. I mean, if I had met Anurag Kashyap before she actually got into a relationship with him, I would have tried to talk her out of it. And my strike and my success
you are
rate.
The bad cop.
Yeah, I like Anurag better now that he is not her.
You had such great chemistry with Sonakshi.
Yeah, I'm cutting my Delhi trip short just to attend your wedding.
Like you're confirming it essentially, so that's great. So thanks, Gulshan, that is very helpful. Someone on our team, I'm not going to say who, was like, oh my gosh, I'm just waiting for him to come because all men from Coorg are so good looking, don't you think so? Yeah, very good looking. The Vijay Varma thing, you purposely did that.
He enjoyed it. He enjoyed all the attention.
Yeah, he did.
Tamanna to bhabhi hai. Keep the sweets away from me because I'm a sugar fiend. The toffee eclairs, Cadbury's eclairs, I had 32 of them at one go once. Please serve me the biryani. Sir, come sir. You sir, we'll wo kar lenge. I just want the biryani to be served. If anybody now gets in the way of me and the biryani. Sir, what?
So practically every time I've looked up at a screen at some point in the recent past, I feel like Gulshan Devaiah has either been playing a good cop or a bad cop. So today we allowed him to have a little bit of a cop out because I think if anyone needs it, it's him, and have a bit of a cheat day with us.
Really?
Yeah. You don't think that you don't.
You think I'm not?
He only eats one meal a day.
What?
So.
You think I'm so honest? I'm not a cheater. I'm not cheating.
You don't look very honest to me, that is for sure. See, I'm being honest with you already. And as you can see, like, you're actually the first person that we've had on the show who's just started eating. Even before I introduced him, whatever, he was like, listen, I'm eating my meal, I'm just going for it. Gulshan, would you like me to just tell you what all we have even though you're not eating it, or is that like too tempting?
This is begun bhaja.
Yeah.
This is dum aloo.
Dum aloo, correct.
This is shorshe. This is a kashundi.
Very good. He's getting all the tick marks.
Chingdi.
Yeah.
Which is prawn.
Excellent. Very good.
These are some kind of chops.
These are prawn
which is
cutlets,
also called
basically.
cutlet.
Yeah, very good.
You're a cutlet. I'm an enthu cutlet.
You're an enthu cutlet. So obviously, hot food, fresh and ready is very important.
I'm glad that Calcutta was picked because I really like the mutton biryani that they have over here. I'm not a connoisseur of biryanis, but I do fancy a lot of different styles of biryanis and pulaus. And I also know the difference. No, it's not what you think.
So what is it? Please enlighten us.
Just because it has vegetables, it doesn't mean it's pulao. When the rice and meat is cooked together, it's technically a pulao.
Yes.
And when the rice is semi-cooked and then combined with the meat and then cooked together, that's a biryani.
Yeah.
So this is the basic difference. If you like the biryani a certain way and like without raita, like I don't like having it with raita because I consider it adulteration.
Thank you.
Because
I've been
of flavor
looking
in the
for
rice.
this word all my life. Adulteration.
Similarly, I consider adrak as adulteration in chai because I cannot taste the flavor of the tea leaves. Okay. People get into murderous rage because they feel that I'm insulting masala chai. And they have been brought up and masala chai runs in their veins and all this things.
Yeah. Gulshan is somebody, and we've been chatting before we actually started this interview also about how he only has one meal a day.
Mostly.
And normally this is actually 2 biryanis constitutes that one meal, right?
Used to be 3, then it came down to...
Oh, okay. So we were trying to figure out like essentially how he manages that. But you still get cravings. I'm glad to know you.
3 with the rice and the potatoes and the egg.
Oh, but still, I mean, that's...
And I eat my pizzas with the crust. I don't leave the crust behind.
See, again, you're my kind of person, basically.
I like this way of eating. Let me first say the positives. The positives are you can eat what you want. You don't have to necessarily be on a diet because your portions are getting controlled. The drawbacks are sometimes if you don't eat variety of different foods, then you don't get enough nutrition. So you may have some vitamin deficiencies, and I do. My B12 and D3 sometimes gets a bit low.
Okay.
So I have to supplement that through prescription medicine.
So obviously this is something you're doing with a lot of
Since
thought in
2018.
it. Yeah, and you've been doing for a while now. So I'm curious to know, like, I'm sure all the people in your family want to like feed you, and whenever you go home and stuff like that. So you're still sticking to the one meal a day even when you go home. Oh wow, that takes some serious discipline.
Mostly I do sometimes go a little off course.
Who are the co-actors who are actually the most fun to eat with? Like, who really enjoy their food and, who really go for it?
I would say Anurag Kashyap.
Okay.
He looks like a guy who enjoys his food now, doesn't he?
You also say he's very full of himself. So what does he fill himself up with otherwise?
No, not anymore.
Not anymore?
I think he used to be. There was a phase when I think he had a tendency. Now I think he's a bit more down to earth.
Oh, what do you think has led to that change?
Life experience. I think there was a certain energy, a certain anger that fueled his stories, but I don't think it's the same right now.
Yeah.
It's something else, which is why I think it's a transitional period. And there's always a danger that, people might not like that. And it's happened with other filmmakers. They don't have the same energy anymore. They don't have the same stories to tell.
Yeah.
I hope that doesn't happen with him.
Yeah. And how is your relationship? Because, obviously, you've had a very long-standing professional relationship with him. I'm not exactly sure how close your personal relationship with him was also, but like, how has it really changed, essentially?
He used to be married to my friend. Now we both are friends with her.
That's a great space to be in, actually.
I don't know. You should ask him. Yeah.
No.
But Kalki is a friend, and I miss her. She lives in Goa now. It's been a long time that since we've really hung out. And she's also a mother. And there's always an added disadvantage of a baby on the side, getting all the attention.
Oh, you're giving us such warm, fuzzy feelings right now.
Suffer.
These children, I tell you. By the way, I just want to tell you.
But I really like her partner. Her guy is.
Yeah.
I really like him. He's a great guy.
He's a great guy. Yeah, that's the ultimate thing every woman wants to hear from.
Yeah, and I've met many of Kalki's boyfriends, and I'm mostly disapproving of most of them.
Oh, really?
Yes.
What makes you
if I had met
them?
Anurag Kashyap before she actually got into a relationship with him, I would have tried to talk her out of it. And my success
you are
rate.
The bad cop.
Yeah, and my success rate of talking Kalki out of any relationship is 0. I have never been able to do so.
So you should have used reverse psychology with her then.
No, I've tried everything.
Oh, okay.
I have tried everything, but it doesn't work.
Okay.
Because Kalki will do what Kalki wants to do.
But this is also why we love Kalki.
This guy, who's called Guy, I really like. He's a good guy.
So are you using reverse psychology now?
No.
Okay.
She genuinely found a great guy who I like.
Very good. That's
I like some of the other ones also. I like Anurag better now that he is not her.
See, that was the secret to you both becoming good friends. That Anurag and Kalki should have.
No, we never really got. No, we were joking, but it didn't. It causes a little distance because I'm Kalki's friend,
First, basically, right? Yeah.
So our interactions are always like, hey, how are you? How are you doing? It's about work, or it's just like semi-personal.
Yeah.
I never really had an intense personal relationship with him. Although at times he has.
Is he difficult to get to know, do you think? Because I think a lot of people are intimidated
because
by him.
His films and his stories are so important to him because most of the time he's only talking about them. How he's going snorkeling, but he's actually also writing a script. So it's never really him going on a break. He's always writing a script or something like that,
There's always a million things
I think he's a bit laid back from that right now. So he doesn't have that thing. And also because he was acting in this project with me, he had a lot of free time.
Yeah.
So we really got to hang out. And it was the first and only time that I got to spend so much time with Anurag Kashyap actually talking about this and that.
Correct. And the thing is with you don't seem to be someone who's, like I said, a lot of people tend to get intimidated by Anurag or various other people. You don't seem like the kind of person who's intimidated by anyone.
I was.
So what's the secret to that? I mean, now you don't seem to be because you're like, he's full of himself.
The thing is, one can't be absolute about it. I'm sure.
Of course not.
Maybe I will be intimidated, but Now I'm a lot more relaxed, But initially, I think I wasn't really prepared to be part of this world. And I was always a self-conscious kid.
Really?
Very self-conscious.
I would never have thought
Very
that.
self-conscious about my appearance, my looks, about everything. Being skinny, all of those things. Being an only child, can you believe it? I was I don't know, but maybe you can relate to it. But now that I'm aware of it, I think it's easier to work on things. First, you have to be aware.
Absolutely.
So my confidence wasn't there. But and I realized that I have left my hometown. I have come here. I'm trying to make something out of this. I have decided. If I don't think I belong here, then other people won't think I belong here. I have to have the sense of belonging. I have to drop anchor and say this is what it is, make the best of what it is.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think, you're talking about dropping
anchor.
That
makes you more confident with your interactions with people.
Yeah.
Especially people who are accomplished and you look up to. Like the first time I met Mr. Nasiruddin Shah, I don't know what to say to him.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm chill with him, I crack a joke. I went on his set and I was like, so are you cranky today?
Yeah.
I am like, I have the courage to, and he's like, so
obvious.
He's very warm and fond. So, that also gives me the confidence to sort of do that. And also, now I am sure of it. I know that he's not going to misinterpret it or understand it. Misunderstand it. I have the courage.
No, and you spoke about being self-conscious about how you look and about being skinny and all of that. I just want to tell you, before you came here, someone on our team, I'm not going to say who, was like, oh my gosh, I'm just waiting for him to come because all men from Coorg are so good looking, don't you think so? And I was like, I said, anyone with eyes thinks men from, Kodava lads basically are very good.
Gotcha.
So I just wanted to throw that out there basically. But surely that's something you also got. You come from a culture of very striking looking people, essentially.
It doesn't occur to me at all.
Really?
Okay. I mean, until you bring it up, I'm like, yeah, maybe so. But I don't know. But I'm certainly not going to say that I'm proud of being a Kodava or something like that. I'm happy. I mean, I'm happy to be part of a certain culture. It's wonderful. But so are other cultures.
I think I lost faith in good men at one point. At least, and I saw you, in playing Devilal Singh. I'm interested to know which is the character that you've actually, sort of identified with the most at a personal level, or has there been no character like that?
I don't know. All of them I found really interesting and intriguing. There's always a little bit of me and a little bit of my imagination in all of these things. So some may have some mannerisms that are very me. And they may also have things which are not me at all. Like say Atma Ram. Completely fictitious, a lot of the imagination work over there. Devilal has a little more of my dad in terms of the mannerisms and things like that. I did a film with Sayami called 8 AM Metro. I played a person, a very depressed person called Preetham in it. I think that was had more of me than my imagination.
Ask you about, I was talking about Devilal, and I will move on from this in a bit, but it obviously made an impact on me.
No, I'm very happy that you did.
Yeah.
It's a wonderfully written character.
Yeah, it's such a good, you're so identifiable.
I really got so much love for playing a good guy.
Yeah. And also, I think the magic of it was brought out a little more because you had such great chemistry with Sonakshi. The chemistry was amazing. And obviously, there's a lot about Sonakshi going on right now because we hear that she's getting married and things like that.
I'm cutting my Delhi trip short just to attend your wedding.
Okay, interesting. Are you joking or are you serious? I can just make out with you.
What?
Whether you're
that she's getting married, isn't that already out?
Yeah, but no one is saying anything about it. So you're saying it you're confirming it essentially. So that's great. So we're happy about that. So, all right then. Thanks, Gulshan. That is very helpful of you.
No, everybody knows that she's getting married.
No, I know. I'm just kidding.
First it was Vijay Varma and Tamanna.
The Vijay Varma thing, come on, you purposely did that. Actually, that's what I wanted to ask you also. You're a little bit of a dangerous friend. You seem to be a very good friend.
He enjoyed it. He enjoyed all the attention.
Yeah, he did. He did, there's no doubt about that.
I did him a favor.
Okay, that's pushing it a little bit. I don't know whether you did him a favor.
Yeah, but people in the Telugu industry know who he is now. Because he's from Hyderabad and nobody like Vijay Varma who.
Yeah, but that was very evil of you. Like, it was sweetly evil, but it was
Tamanna
evil.
oh,
So what's your relationship like with him in terms of like, are you always doing this with him? Like, you know, pulling his leg and putting him on the spot, poor
not
thing.
really.
There's no poor thing actually. He's having a pretty good life from the looks of it right now. Very nice life. Yeah.
I'm not talking about Tamanna, I'm talking about his career. So, Tamanna to bhabhi hai. Yeah.
True. So in case you're all wondering who all this food is for, it's only for me, everyone. So basically the thing is, obviously I have to eat all this food. I don't know how I'm going to eat all this. But what I wanted to ask you was, how is a boy who is raised in Bangalore, who is Kodava lad, you know, who's obviously made his career in Bollywood, so into...
Luchi.
okay.
Luchi
so
Lu.
into Luchi Lu.
Yeah, Kodava. Sorry, I'm killing your flow. I'm killing your flow.
No, please. There is no flow, we realized. Oh, thank you so
Damalu
much.
and Luchi. You want some Damalu?
Yeah. We have Luchi Lu.
Luchi Lu and Damalu.
That's not my joke. And
Luchi Lu and Damalu.
Yeah. So essentially what I was asking you was, so how does a boy who's raised in Bangalore, you know, Kodava background obviously, and, you know, working in Bombay, how did your love for Bengali cuisine begin?
This is the beauty of our country.
Correct.
You can come from a completely different culture. You can be a connoisseur of some other culture or their cuisine.
Yes, that is true.
My dad used to go and sing Bangla songs during Durga Puja for Mr. Nandi. And my dad didn't understand a word of what he was singing.
That is so sweet.
He would just listen to it and then sing. And then he was so embarrassed with people who start speaking to him in Bangla, and he would run away, sing the songs and FO.
He should have just sung to them.
Funnily, like when my dad was a kid, that was the time, my dad was born in 46. So that was a time when a lot of the people were naming their children after a lot of the freedom heroes. So they would give them nicknames, not their legal names, but nicknames. So my dad's nickname was Bose.
Oh,
After Subhash Chandra
how
Bose.
cute. Very
Still,
nice.
all the close relatives and close friends who know my dad, they don't refer to him as Mr. Devaiah, they call him Bose.
That is such a cool thing. Oh, so this goes back a very, very long way then. I thought maybe like you just came here and you had like,
No, I mean,
good
this is
friends
just
and
a
things
pure
like that.
coincidence. It has nothing to do with my connection with Bengali cuisine. I just discovered it, and I remember once I was invited along with many other people. One of the owners of K.C. Das, one of the K.C. Das family people. They have a house on Church Street.
I know.
Yeah, so that gentleman, very reserved and quiet, but very dignified gentleman, who has, I don't know, 100 cats or something like that, he had.
As all
And
very reserved and dignified gentlemen do.
And he has pictures of all the ones that have passed away also. And he has a fleet of servers who would bring one delicacy after the other.
Nice.
And K.C. Das is generally known as a sweet shop.
Yeah, correct.
But
so they do have very good
that was the first time
savory stuff also.
Yes, they do.
people
But this
don't
was
know.
a proper Bangla cuisine.
Yeah.
You know? I had a great meal, and of course, they don't stop at great meal. They're reciting poetry, they're singing songs. Not him. He liked to watch and listen to. So everybody else I was with, who I had worked with also doing theatre, some of them have gone to accomplish great things themselves. Srijit Mukherjee has become a very well-known director. Anupam Roy has become a very well-known musician
So these
and
are
singer.
all your friends from Bangalore?
Friends, as in like we're not friends, but we worked together. We worked on
yeah.
plays together. I know them from, and these two gentlemen used to work in Bangalore also. Software,
Of course.
of course. And so that's my introduction to them. And I didn't understand a word of Bangla, but I would watch the film, sit and listen to them hours and hours and hours. So now I took any Bangla bujhte pari.
Yeah, excellent. And I'm being shown
So I
on
discovered my love for Bangla cuisine, which started from rolls, because obviously those are really famous over there. But I settled somewhere.
the first roll that you liked.
Yes. I settled, so double mutton egg roll. So
It was a double roll, like what you have.
you're very smart, huh? Really, I like it. This is going really well for me.
Thanks. Are you being sarcastic?
Not at
I
all.
can't make
It's a
out.
great job. The sense of humor is matching.
Oh my God.
It's really
I have
matching.
arrived in
It's
life
really
now,
matching.
I'm feeling.
Why are you saying that?
No,
You have arrived.
Thanks. And so I'm being told by many people, I've been lip reading around the room and people are showing me their
wind up.
phones. Ask him to sing song in Bengali, since I'm sure your father must have taught you, or did he not?
No, Bangla song I come. Oh, mono tor mon bujite, phire phire ashi. Dekhbo bole oy mukhe the ektukani hashi. I'm doing something wrong. This is from a play. Oh, mono tor mon bujite, phire ashi.
You don't clap for him,
Thank you,
poor
thank you.
things. Everyone is pretending to be very busy filming. But
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, do your job.
thank you so much for.
There's a theatre group called Forum 3. I used to do a lot of theatre with them. They're still a functional group. And so this is a song that was part of a play that so they have so much, like be it film, literature, art. I mean, the whole Renaissance movement with art and all that which started over there, the intellectual movement and Brahmo Samaj and all of those things. Like, and the cuisine is just really so evolved. And most people would really simmer it down to the meats, all the fish and everything, right? They have some amazing vegetarian
food
stuff as well,
Yeah.
which I discovered while I was performing a play in Kolkata, and Airtel had sponsored us, so they took us for a meal at Bhojo Hari Manna. I'm coming to old Calcutta and I'm singing praises of Bhojo Hari Manna. So it was just really exquisite and I really enjoyed.
Obviously, we're wishing you very, very well for Bad Cop, which is around the corner. And one thing I'm very worried about is because I'm the mother of identical twins. So I'm already wondering, which one is going to be the naughty one, basically.
Wow, so what are they like?
What are they like? Well, they're very, very, very different personalities.
Wow,
so it's interesting. And this double role obviously is something
It's like that, different personalities.
Extremely, like straight out of the
the
womb, they are different personalities and
like
radically different personalities.
Right side of the rock, wrong side of the rock kind of personalities.
Correct, exactly. So it's like two diametrically opposite. So you said that every role of yours has a little something of you in it, right? Obviously. So a double role has how much of you in it, and how complicated was it for someone?
Not at
even
all.
like,
I'm a Gemini. I'm born in May. I'm a May-born Gemini.
Oh my God! So this
I'm
role,
already a twin.
Yeah, this role is like literally like tailor-made for you guys.
I'm a double role expert.
You were born ready to do double roles.
Yeah,
what
and also
they
simulated sex. I really figured it out. I'm a champion of dry humping.
Okay, I did not think that.
No, because there are boundaries. I am very conscious of the boundaries and I maintain those boundaries, and
I asked
I'm
a
able
very
to sort of.
innocent question. I did not expect
No,
that
I just
answer.
decided that the food wasn't spicy enough, so.
Correct. Thank you.
No, I like it. It shouldn't be any more spicy than this. This is really nice.
Yes. So you were talking about simulated sex.
Was I?
Did I interrupt you? Sorry.
Was I?
Yeah.
Oh, you interrupted my simulated sex.
I'm just going to shut up now. I'm just going to put food in
I'm
here.
just like bragging right
quiet.
now. People find it really difficult, and it is difficult. It's very technical, but you have to figure it out. So
Yeah.
I believe I'm the best.
You are the best, and you have been such a riot to have on the show. Seriously.
Thank you.
So no, even though you didn't eat literally three
No,
quarters
I
of the
can't.
food.
Like I have, my cook has also made something at home for me. So I will resume the rest of my one meal after a few hours today, actually.
I get that, and we understand that, and we appreciate that, and we appreciate you having your one meal or half a meal.
Sort of. No, today is an exception. I
Yeah.
will divide it into like the carbs and some of the proteins I have here.
So give us some little like inside info as to where we can get like a good
Here,
pandi curry
man.
in Bombay. Not possible.
Bangalore you can, but here I don't think so. Unless somebody makes it. I have a friend of mine who's Gujarati, whose name is Khamosh Rao. He makes it.
He makes what?
Yeah, he makes pandi curry.
Seriously?
Yeah,
How has he not been ostracized
I
as
have
yet?
no idea. Maybe he doesn't eat it, so he's like. Yeah.
No, but even making it also will be a problem.
I helped him a little bit with some Instagram stuff. Like he had, it was hacked and all these things like that. So with great difficulty, they finally managed to get it back. So as a reward, he said, "I'll make you pandi curry."
Nice.
Yeah,
So Gujarati making pandi curry. We love stories like this.
See, that's why this country is so amazing.
That is
you have
why
a vegetarian Gujarati making pandi curry for me.
That is pretty amazing.
As
I
a
have
gift.
to say, I've never heard a story
Accept
like
this diversity.
Yes.
Accept, embrace it. It's lovely.
Totally. And
we can fight about parking.
correct. Parking we must
Man, no,
always
this is
fight
my
about.
parking spot. No, this is your parking spot. How dare you put your car in my
We must
parking
be
spot?
decent people and fight over petty things, basically.
This is what I watch every day when you live in a cooperative housing society.
Correct.
People are squabbling about parking spots.
But I like that.
But this is the only fight that I'm okay with. Like all the other fights, like please don't have. Please fight about parking.
Correct. It's the park stop here, basically. Oh, I wanted to ask you this actually. So you're someone who also cooks, right?
I do.
Yeah. So, and talking about, like we were talking about South stars and things like that, you've made it. I don't know whether you still have a crush on Sai Pallavi or
Absolutely.
you don't. You
I
still
want to
do.
work with her, yeah.
Yeah. So suppose Sai Pallavi.
It's very funny. My dad was very offended. He's like, why are you saying all these things? You have a crush on all these things. You're not supposed to say.
I have a crush on Sai Pallavi.
I know, but my dad is like, you can't say all these things.
But she's gorgeous.
Like, yeah, she's gorgeous.
I mean, obviously.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And if I was single and all those things like that, I would have definitely had a go. But I'm not. I'm not single. I'm not single. I'm in a committed relationship, right?
Have a go
with my ex. Like I would have asked her out or something like that. Yeah, if I could find the courage. I think she's fabulous. Her work is great. She's an exceptional dancer and she's a wonderful actor. And I just have this instinct that we'll be good together on screen.
And
that's
so too.
all that I want.
So suppose you had to not go, because I know you can't go, you can't have a go. But suppose you wanted to invite her over to read a script together.
We did that.
What
she
would
didn't
you
quite
make?
like it.
Oh!
She was very upfront and honest about it. So thank you, Sai.
Oh my gosh.
Wish you all the best.
Oh.
It should have been me in Ramayana.
Okay, I was going to ask what you would cook for her, but now it looks like it's
I
little
believe she's
humble
vegetarian.
eggs. Oh, okay. Oh, so you've thought this through.
Yeah, I'll make some those more curry, pumpkin and yogurt.
Yeah.
I'd have a version of that, so perhaps she'll enjoy that.
I think it's very sweet that
With
you
some
already
rice and
have
ghee.
thought of this.
No, I spoke to Dulkar, who's worked with her, so I got some info.
You got the deets from Dulkar.
Not deets and all this.
Okay, I'm going to stop.
I'm not
now.
going to stalk you. Relax, I'm not a stalker.
I'm not going to get you in trouble at home also.
Not at all.
Yeah,
not at all.
And of course, it's not just the Indian influences, because there are so many influences in India which must be influencing what you eat and what you like to eat, but also there's the Greek influence as well.
Oh yeah,
right? So your
Greek.
partner is Greek,
It's
so tell us about
absolutely, the
that.
cuisine is fascinating. It's amazing. It's really good, well balanced. They eat a lot of vegetables, and the Mediterranean has great soil, so it's just really juicy, yummy vegetables. And the length and breadth of Greece, and I suppose to a large extent Turkey and Spain as well, benefit greatly from this. They have wonderful cuisine, and you get great food. They make very hygienic, very nutritious and good quality food. So even at the simplest of places, you will find great quality food there. I absolutely love the Europita, the souvlaki, and I can eat it every day. I can eat it all the time.
So do you eat it every day at home?
Not here, but when I'm there, that's all that I want to eat. And everybody's like, "How can you eat only this?" I was like, "You were born here. You have no idea. You don't get this."
So you're like big fat Greek wedding.
I'll even go as far as to say, shawarmas, they're great, but Europita and souvlaki is better.
Oh, look at you with your Greek accent.
Yes.
Oh, dessert. Thank you. So we're ending on a sweet treat
keep the
for me.
sweets away from me because I'm a fiend. I'm a sugar fiend. I'm like, if I tell you stories about me and sugar, you will faint.
Please tell us stories about...
No,
because I am also a sugar fiend.
Okay, I'll tell you one story.
Please tell us one.
You know that the toffee eclairs, Cadbury's eclairs, I had 32 of them at one go once. I used to drink take 7 or 8 tablespoons of sugar in a tall glass of water and drink it 4 or 5 times a day.
Okay, you officially win.
And this was when I was 27 years old.
Now we have some sweatshirt to give you also.
Okay.
Instead of the sweet, we are giving you a sweet shirt. Yells. And this is a little something for us from you. When you're working everything off, you can wear the sweatshirt.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. I will cherish this.
Thumbnail.
अरे आते रहिए,
खाते रहिए
और पूछते रहिए
कि खाने में क्या है.
Like, share, subscribe and troll.
Please.
Please. Mother, please. Father, please.